Hey everybody, it's Matt from 2M Football. We're back for another episode of pre-gaming preseason coverage. Ooh! Last time we covered the Texans and Panthers. This time we're going to go over the Chicago Bears and Denver game. While I'm repairing this droid. How many repair parts do I have? I have 8. Bam, look at that. Go forth, my young. Go forth, my child. And wreak utter devastation. So, while that's going on in the background, I hope you guys are doing well. But last night we had just watched the Bears. We focused on the Bears and the Broncos, being the fact we are from Chicago. And it only made sense, and there was plenty to take away from last night's game. We were more focused on Chicago, but heck, why not go over some stuff with Denver first? So, Denver, Broncos, Orange Guys. I believe Trevor Siemian will be the starter. So, time to get in this pie with this creepy guy. So, I do believe that Siemian will be their starter. He just looked much more composed. Obviously, he was the starter last year until he got injured. Paxton Lynch took over. At some point, I think they'll be interchangeable. But for now, Siemian gets a start. The Broncos' front line on defense looks solid, but their linebacking core left a little to be desired, in my opinion. What is this? There we go. Sorry, there was overlay on the corners. I hope nobody was paying attention to that. Oh, that was awesome. What happened? There we go. I don't know, Steam does this from time to time. But, oh, by the way, yeah, we are playing Knights of the Old Republic while we're talking about preseason. Linebacking core had a little left to be desired. Their secondary wasn't terrible. So, overall, not a bad defense. I think the Broncos will be okay. I mean, everybody's shaking off some rust, and now they're finally playing, a full new team. A full different team than maybe what they practice with or what not. So, offensively, their line looked good. I'm hoping C.J. Anderson stays healthy this year because he was off to a great start. And we're just going to skip the plot here. Yep, there we go. Now we're on Terrace, exploring. So, Broncos, I think, are going to be in a good position. I mean, I think it's just a matter of everybody fighting for a roster spot. On to the Chicago Bears. There's a little bit more to talk about here. Let's start with all the positives, which mostly resonate on the defensive side. Defensively, the Bears are going to look solid again. They were a free agency machine team this year, meaning they did a lot. They picked up a lot of free agents in the offseason. So I was really happy to see that it did pay off. Defensive line looked good. The linebacking core looked good. The secondary was revamped, refurbished. Looked much better than it did last season. So that's a good thing. I think everything will... she's a mission later in the game. Trying to focus on everything. Oh my god. I don't know how many credits I got. I have 77. Look at all that money. And I can't buy crap yet. Sure, sell this. I don't know. I'm just excited. Defense looks solid. I think they're going to be great throughout the season. Then we flip over to the offense, where there's some good, some less to be desired, some things that will need improving. Let's start off with Mike Glennon. Now, Mike and I both thought that Glennon was going to be the guy. Been a reliable backup for years. Finally good to see a veteran backup get the opportunity to start, so that way they don't waste their entire career known as a backup quarterback. However, second pass of that game, lo and behold, was not only just an interception, but a pick six, which was not the way you wanted to start off. He was 2 for 8 for 20 yards and a pick. Not just a pick, but a pick six. So that was not exactly the way we wanted his career to start. Mark Sanchez looked a little bit better. The highlight of his series on the field was when he threw a block, which I always appreciate a quarterback who's willing to get a little bit dirty. Hopefully not too often, because, you don't want your quarterback throwing headfirst blocks left and right. But it was a step in a right direction, so I feel bad for Sanchez due to the fact that he will be forever known as his butt fumble. Yeah, you heard that right. So that's not too promising. Then came the great Mitch Trubisky. Bears traded up one spot with the San Francisco 49ers to pick him, which pissed everybody off in Chicago. Mike and I were watching the draft. We were actually live streaming the draft, and we were not happy about it. And I don't know. It did seem like a wise decision. However, watching him play last night really opened my eyes to maybe this kid's got something. And this may just be what Chicago has needed for a long time. And for those of you who haven't caught wind of this, Cutler was released and is gone. He had retired, and then, I don't know, for some reason he is now going to be the starter for the Miami Dolphins. I didn't have anything to do with this. I wanted nothing to do with it. I'm glad he is done and out of Chicago, and he is now Miami's problem. Oh, this is cool. So she sells you this droid. Right? And we're going to be like, come on. We're going to leave. And then watch. Zzz. Now your droid just blew up. And you're like, oh, dick move. You come over here and be like, what the hell? But I'm cool. It's alright. Things happen. Let's see what you got for sale. Trubisky came out and performed the best out of all of them. Despite all that, Coach Fox said that there will be no changes in the quarterback roster. Now, it's been one game. I understand that. However, I do believe that they need to take a closer consideration and a closer look at this if this continues in the preseason. There are some noted things that the Bears offense need. The line, I don't feel comfortable about. They did okay. But they did great at opening up running lanes. Because the running back core for the Bears just, I would say, dominated the whole night. There's no question about that. Nope, that's the military base. We can't get in there yet. So there is no question that they dominated. The tight ends need to learn how to catch because for a while they couldn't catch crap, and it's really frustrating because they're big targets, they're hard to take down, they're great for short yardage situations or red zone that you want to pass in, and they just couldn't catch the ball. James White needs to be more productive this year. That's one of the things I know we'll be watching here at 2M. But overall, just a solid performance on behalf of Mitch Trubisky and that Bears offense. They looked really good. Even with the last, under 2 minutes, I think it was a minute and minute 49 seconds left. He almost led a scoring drive down the field. Came so close to it with 2 timeouts, marched him right down the field, and it was great to see because confidence in the Bears offense has largely been subpar at best. So not only did Trubisky show that he could do it, he also showed he had great power with his legs. He had the best completion percentage out of all the quarterbacks, and Chicago should be feeling a little bit more relaxed that even if they sort of withhold him this season fully, which I don't think they should or will, there we go, light side points. They were going to kill him because he has uniforms that I need. I think it would be stupid for them to withhold, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's what they did. But I think the Bears have a future quarterback finally. I just hope that the management is smart and keeps Fox and the so basically he's a representative of hidden backs. Watch this is kind of cool. Go to remains, get items. Oh, I'm going to go here. This clothing is getting a little stale. Oh, what's this? Oh, I forgot I can put Revival Blade. Go to Karth. And oh, look, like I said, I'm so cool. And yeah. So as simple as it gets. So, moral of the story, Chicago is in a good position this year. The tight ends need to step it up. Some of the wide receivers need to do a better job at catching. Defense looks solid. Offensive line is a little bit iffy at times, but Chicago as a whole should be happy. So, that's it for this recap and my quick breakdown of the Bears and Broncos preseason game. If you like what we're doing here, please let us know in the comments. Click the like button. If you don't like what we're doing, leave a comment explaining why and what you would like to see. Once again, we're just trying to do things differently and present information in a fun manner, an exciting manner, in a different way that we're having fun doing it. and we'll see you next time. This is Matt from 2M signing off.